Maybe the previous looters were ambushed, caught out by a bigger pack of walkers than the ones you found. The highwayman replaced the goblet in his bag. Whatever happened, I'm sure they didn't leave this place. Either they locked themselves in somewhere and starved, or else the zombies got them. Whichever, any loot they found's still here someplace. Yannick considered the problem, thinking back to all the times he'd brought passengers to Faig's to wait out the night before pressing on to their destination, to avoid meeting up with men like Gareth on some dark road. The Black Plague had changed everything in the kingdom, making desperate allies of former enemies. We might try the loft, Yannick said, gazing up at the ceiling. Not much space up there, but if... A loud crash from below ended further discussion. Both of the looters instantly snapped to high alert. The initial violent noise was followed by the clamour of splintering wood and heavy objects slamming to the ground. Yannick and Gareth shared a frightened look. They knew what they were hearing was the barricade they'd raised to seal off the main doors being broken. "Zombies!" Yannick gasped. It was always a danger when searching a place that undead in the area would be drawn to them. No matter how careful and quiet the looters were, the zombies seemed to have an innate ability to sense when the living were around. Gareth unlimbered the second crossbow he carried. With a weapon in each hand, he started back into the hallway. "We'd better go and see. There might only be a few." "Or there might be dozens," Yannick grumbled under his breath as he followed the highwayman. As he climbed down the stairs behind Gareth, his eyes kept darting around, looking for some way to quickly leave the inn. Every door and window, however, was blocked up. Keeping things out also meant keeping things in. "Aren't you a pretty one?" Gareth growled when he reached the bottom of the stairs. From over the highwayman's shoulder, Yannick saw the loathsome creature his partner had spotted. The thing was several yards away, shambling out from the doorway leading into the bar room. Its thinness was almost skeletal, and the wispy white cloth that was draped around it might as easily be a burial shroud as the remnant of a proper garment. Its face was shriveled down to a dried-out skull with a tattered pit where its nose should have been. Horrible eyes, somehow both vacant and malevolent, glared up at the men. There was an eerie green luminescence about the zombie, a slow glow that made the hair on Yannick's neck prickle with fright. "We need to run," Yannick urged his partner. Gareth ignored the coachman and aimed a crossbow at the necrotic creature. "It's only one of them. Show some spine." He let loose the bolt and sent it speeding down into the zombie's forehead. Yannick had seen Gareth destroy many zombies with such shots. This time, however, the results were far different. Both men watched in horror as the bolt simply glanced off the withered skull. With the spectral glow looking even more pronounced now, the undead continued its slow but murderous march toward the stairs. Beyond it, other equally hideous creatures shambled into view. "Kaiser's shovel!" the highwayman cursed, invoking the sinister funerary goddess. He aimed the other crossbow and sent another shot at the advancing zombie. Again the bolt was deflected by the rotten skull, bouncing from the decayed flesh as if it had hit a block of granite. Gareth tried to back away, spinning around when he found his way blocked by Yannick. Before he could shove the coachman aside, the glowing creature surged up onto the stairway, and its bony talons wrapped about the man's head, long nails ripping into the looter's face. "Get away from him!" Yannick raged as he saw the zombie gouge bloody furrows in his partner's cheeks. Without thinking, he sprang down and brought the edge of his axe cleaving through the air at the creature's head. The axe bounced back at him, repulsed by the glow exuding from the zombie. Taken by surprise, Yannick lost his grip on the weapon, and it went clattering down the steps. He pitched onto his back and drew his knife. The walker he'd attacked shoved Gareth to one side, leaving him to tumble to the floor where the rest of the undead were waiting to tear the last spark of life from the mutilated highwayman. The zombie on the stairs glared at Yannick.